The compassionate selfie is sometimes a tricky practice. Partly culturally, we're not used to looking at ourselves and not extending a lot of self-judgment and criticism and believing that that will motivate behavior change or just long established patterns of thought. And there can be other driving forces there, but it generally is a tough practice. So go easy on yourself. Feel free to come back to anchoring and grounding if it's difficult to do this, and get into a compassionate action, and then do it little by little, like a gradual exposure, and work the skills. But even if we're doing this practice and our inner critic is showing up, if it's at a workable level, we can learn to get our distance, to be able to mindfully observe that, accept and tolerate those difficult feelings, and then extend compassion to ourselves. If it's really intense, then I would work with a therapist to do this. It might be too hard on your own. So sit in there comfortably, and you could do this with your phone, or you could do it in front of a mirror. And the first step is to tap into our compassionate motivation. So to remember that you are trying to cultivate self-compassion here. You want to be about self-compassion, to be kinder, more accepting, more loving towards yourself. And any other goals there, anything else this is about. And it could be about others as well. You want to model kindness to yourself for your children, or you want to be compassionate so that you have more energy to support people in your life. So connect it to your compassionate goals, motivation, meaning, purpose, values. Maybe anchor and ground yourself in the breath or in your body posture. And then when you're ready, either face in the mirror or taking your phone and starting to look at your image. And as soon as you look at the image, you might notice judgmental thoughts or anxious thoughts or worried thoughts, or even counter thoughts that are positive and praising for some people. Whatever's happening, just notice your mind and notice what you feel. You know, some people it will be anxiety, sometimes sadness, anger, disgust, even for some people, shame, embarrassment. So noticing all of that, trying to get that mindful distance. You could notice and name those thoughts. You could say, I am noticing judgment. I am noticing embarrassment. And then tapping into your compassionate motivation and your compassionate self. What could you say to support you in this practice? This is tough right now. This is difficult. I'm not alone with this. Many people struggle with body image and self-focus and sense of self. And it's really tough for humans. And I'm going to practice accepting myself and loving myself and taking care. So you're good enough. I appreciate you. I savor you. Take care of yourself. You could use your name, use any language that you want. First person, second person, third person, whatever works for you. And it might be, if it's really tough, just acknowledging this is painful. Take care of yourself today. And you might then turn to compassionate actions. And of course, if you are compassionately working on behavior change, compassionately self-correcting, realizing that we can do that in a kind way. So you might say, remember to eat well today, or remember to exercise, but you are good enough as you are. You don't need to change. Just take care of yourself. And as Carl Rogers said, the paradox is that the more I accept myself, the more able I am to change, or words to that effect. So self-acceptance is going to be more of a long-term motivator of change. And then you might wish a loving kindness phrase to yourself. May you be happy. May you accept yourself. May you be kind. May you go easy on yourself. May you keep working on your goals. So empathy, validation, motivation, support. Maybe breathing into your heart a sense of kindness and compassion, breathing out. Imagine that flow into you. Acceptance coming in, acceptance going out. I'm going to be kind to myself today. And then coming back to your body, your breathing, your anchored, grounded position. Noticing your mind, noticing the judgment, naming it, naming the emotion, get that mindful distance. Thanking your mind, thank you mind, but I'm okay here. I can motivate my own change. I don't need to be so hard on myself. And then with that compassionate motivation, moving back into your life and your day, coming back to this compassionate inner coach and supportive, compassionate self whenever you need to.